Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman from Studio B in Fort Lauderdale, Florida for the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. And we have the Pittsburgh Pirates at the Chicago Cubs. Second of a three-game series. It was played originally on September 6, 1969. I'll be back with the lineups in just a few minutes. And Kathy Harden has arrived. I'm having a fair day, Kathy. How are you? And I want to thank you again sincerely for hanging out with me and everybody else. You're doing good? The snow is okay. Oh God, that's sarcasm. Okay. Well, at least you have power, right? If it's okay with everybody here, I'm gonna take my medicine. I'm just going to try to escape for a few hours here. Away from my problems. And you don't have to go anywhere. That's good. That's very good. Yes! Just to 1969 in September. The X post is up. And oh shit, I forgot the link. For Christ's sakes. Fortunately, I can edit these. There it goes. There it is. That's a nice editing feature, one of the few good features. In September of 1969, I was in the fall term, the first term of 6th grade. That seems like a long time ago. A very long time ago. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Studio B. Oh, they were very turbulent times, especially 68, my goodness. I'm broadcasting from Studio B in Fort Lauderdale, Florida to Wrigley Field for another game of our Strat-O-Matic 1969 replay. We are on September 6, 1969. We go one game at a time, day by day. This is the second of a 3-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. St. Louis is in second place, 4.5 out. Both Pittsburgh and St. Louis won on September 5. The Cubs are 11 games behind in third place. Today we have a real treat, two greats, Bob Veale and Ferguson Jenkins. Bob Veale, a left-hander, has won 12 games. A big part of this successful Pirates team, and Ferguson Jenkins with 14 wins. And if it's okay with all of you, let's look at our opening lineups for the Pirates. First of all, let me tell you, Pops Stargell will not play today. It's Matty Alou in center, Gene Alley at second, Clemente in right, Oliver at first, Manny Sanguillen catching, Richie Hebner, the gravedigger, at third, Karl Taylor playing left in place of Pops, Patek at short, Veale on the mound, going for win number 13. For the home Cubs, Kessinger at short, Beckert at second, Williams in left, Santo back in the lineup at third, Banks at first, Hickman in right, Hundley the catcher, Don Young playing center rather than he had been using Oscar Gamble, and Ferguson pitching and batting ninth, and the Cubs take the field. Ferguson on the mound, taking his warm-ups. And coming up to lead off for the Pittsburgh Pirates is Mateo Alou, left-handed hitter. Kathy Harden for Ferguson. And Ferguson is missing from Twitter X. His account has mysteriously disappeared. And I don't get that at all. Okay, Ferguson is ready now. Alou in the plate. Here's the windup. And pitch to Alou. That's 3-5. Swung on, and that's a drive hit out into the gap for a double. It's a leadoff double. Now, I told you I love Ferg as a person. But he let up too many home runs for my taste. And just too many hits. Whoops. Actually had a better year this year. ERA is fine. But he's had moments this year. Matty leads it off. Here's Ferguson Jenkins now. With Alou with a leadoff double on second, nobody out. Here's Gene Alley, and I see that Steve Aquilung has arrived. He's for Ferguson, and is Kathy Harden for the Cubs? Yes, she is. It looks like she is. Here's the pitch to Alley now. That's 1-7, grounds it to short for Kessinger. Two Ernie and Lou holds, one down. And here's now Roberto Clemente. Good crowd out here at Wrigley. In this, the second of a three. Pirates took the first game. Here's Ferguson now from the stretch. The pitch to Clemente. That's 2-11 right-handed. Fly ball left for Williams. 2 outs. Now Ferguson has a chance to get out of this. The very dangerous Al Oliver steps up to the plate. Clutch situation. Mark Levine, please take it down a notch. Please, Mark Levine, would you please take it down a notch or two? Thank you. And you know what I'm talking about, Guy. We love to have you. But, you know, we don't want you flooding, and not only that, saying some whacked out shit that I'm not sure I'm prepared to handle. And we thank you, we cordially thank you for that. Thank you. Okay, Ferguson now. Facing Oliver. Oh, I'm sorry, Mark Levine. I take it all back. Text whatever the hell you want, okay? I mean, who the hell am I to tell you to take it down a notch or two when I am sometimes so inappropriate, and I've done this before, and I've taken it back, and I'll do it again, and I apologize. I am a fucked up person. And am I okay? Of course I'm not okay. Come on. Am I okay? All right, well, here's Jenkins facing Oliver. I don't know you well enough to love you, okay? In fact, every woman that I thought I was in love with, now I wonder how could it have been. Nothing against them, it's just, you know, it's terrible. I think it's all sexual. Here's Jenkins, the pitch to Oliver. That's 4-5 left-handed, struck him out. And Ferguson gets out of it, allowing the leadoff double to Lou. It's no runs, 1 hit. And he then got 3 straight, 1 left on. You were never loved, okay? Well, you don't need it, sir. You don't need it. Who really loves somebody? I mean, you know, what's that about? There's all types of love, okay? All frickin' types of love. I love pizza, okay? And by the way, this is just, you know, we are sexual beings, humans, so, you know, I'm just making a commentary, a serious commentary. I think when I was sexually attracted to somebody, I fooled myself into believing that I was in love with them or loved them, really. And there's a tendency for men, I don't like to draw these generalizations, but a tendency for men to romanticize sexuality and for women to sexualize romanticism. I'm serious. Well, the Pirates take the field. We're in the bottom of the first, just underway here. And I realize now there's no one true kind of love. There's different types of love. And if you think you love someone, you love them. So that's what that is. That's a sexualized love. I'm not to say that I don't have fondness for some women in the past. Here's Kessinger to lead it off. Let's get back to the game. Switch hitter batting right against Veale. Veale is ready now. That's 1-8 left-handed. He chops it to first for Oliver, who takes it to the bag, 1 out. No, thank you, Mark. I like the real thing. It's 1 out. Beckert now. But let's move on. Okay, I gave you my apology. Let's move on, leave space for some others to come in. Here's the pitch to Beckert. That's 5-6 right-handed. Struck him out. Oh, and that's rare. Beckert goes down steaming. He only had 24 strikeouts all frickin' year. And that will be 2 away for Billy Williams. We're here at Chicago. Was always nice as a kid. Late 60s, early 70s, when I really followed baseball daily. To always have, if the Cubs were at home, always having them play during the day. I thought it was very cool. Okay, Veale now, retired the first 2 here in the top of the first. Williams at the plate. Here's the pitch now to Williams. That's 5-9, left-handed, grounds it to short X. That's for Patek, 336. Uh-oh, that's 2-3 S2. Patek E36. That's going to be 9-10 E36. And that's going to be a base hit by Williams. A 2-out single, though. But here's the captain, Ron Santo. And nothing against it, but he may have just had a diabetic problem when he missed last game. He hid his diabetes as much as he could back in those days, because that was considered not a very, very manageable condition. I'm pre-diabetic. So you think that's funny, huh? 2 outs, Williams on first. Here's Santo now. Santo has a chance. I love it when Ron belts 1 out. Here's Veale. That's 2-6 left-handed, and he walked him. He walked him. So that'll be first and second for Mr. Cub, Ernie Banks. So the Cubs put 2 on here in the first, 2 outs. Banks at the plate. Here's Veale. That's 1-7 left-handed, and it's a base hit by Banks. Williams will score, and Santo goes to third. So there's a nice little action there for the Cubs. Cubs been breaking my frickin' heart all year. A base hit, a clutch single. But yes, Kathy Harden, for Ernie Banks. Bringing home Williams from second. Santo went to third. First and third, 2 down, 1-0 now. And here comes my guy, Jim Hickman. All right, Veale trying to get out of this. And the pitch to Hickman. That's 410 right-handed, and he chops it too short for Patek. Throws to Oliver, and the side is retired, but 1 run for the Cubs. That's a very, very welcomed run for these Cubs. And we've gone 1 inning. It's a 1-0 ball game. Yes, it is. Oh, Kathy Harden, it's a 1-0 ball game. Kathy doesn't like, I don't see her going for the Cubs very often, but sometimes, I think, I don't know why. I think she's in for a pennant race. It is a very big situation. Pirates with a 4.5 game lead over St. Louis. They don't have much. Cardinals don't have much wiggle room. They don't want to fall 7 games behind or something. Here's Ferguson starting his 2nd inning. He allowed a double to a Lou to lead off, and then he retired the side in order. He struck out Oliver. And here's Emmanuel Sanguin coming up. Ferguson, and the pitch to Sanguin. That's 5-9 right-handed, grounds to short X. That's going to be Kessinger, 221. 9-2 G2. E21 for Kessinger, that's 11-12. And he throws him out. So Sanguin is retired. Very, very steady people. You know, even Banks at first is a 2. This whole infield is a great fielding infield and a good hitters. All of them. It's 1 out, nobody on. Here's the digger. The man who digs graves in the off season. I guess it was a family business. It's Jenkins. 1 out, nobody on. Wind up by Fergs, and the pitch to Hebner. That's 2-4, right-handed. Grounds it to first. There's Banks. Picking it up, taking it to the bag. He's not too fast these days. He's a 1-8. Here's Karl Taylor. 2 outs, nobody on. Ferguson, and the pitch to Taylor. That's 3-7 right-handed, and he singles up the middle. 2-out single for Taylor. And here's Freddie Patek. And the pitch from Ferguson. That's 2-8 right-handed, and he struck him out. And the side is retired. 2nd strikeout for Fergs. No runs, 1 hit again. And he left him on. We're in the middle of the 2nd. It's 1-0 Cubs. Here's Bob Veale for the 2nd inning. Randy Hundley to lead it off for the Cubs. Veale winds and deals to Hundley. That's 6-7 right-handed. And that is a grounder to third, and Santo has it. I'm sorry, Hebner has it, and it's 1 away. Hundley is retired. Now Don Young, Leo had Oscar Gamble playing center field for a few games. And now he brings Young in. It's 1 out, nobody on. And Veale, the pitch to Young. That's 6-2 right-handed, and he struck him out. That's the second strikeout for Bob Veale, 2 down. And Ferguson is the batter. Okay, Veale now, the windup and the pitch to Jenkins. I just had an epiphany, a semi-epiphany, and I think I'll share it to you. Here's the pitch. 5-7, right-handed, chops to second. Jenkins. Alley, 221. He's good, he's a 2. E21. 6-9-10. And he throws him out, and it's a 1-2-3 for Bob Veale. Because a lot of my emotional problems are related to guilt and anxiety about the current condition of myself and my loved ones. It just occurred to me, and maybe I'm making too much of it. By the way, after 2, 1-0 Cubs, and we are at Wrigley. It just occurred to me that I may have anxiety about this, which can paradoxically or ironically go away if I go with the next thought. I may have anxiety financially, about taxes, about everything. But actually, I'm doing the best I can. And moreover, I'm holding things together fairly well, if I really look at it. I'm going to let that sink in for a while, okay? Well, we are at Wrigley Field, and it's coming from Studio B in Fort Lauderdale, and out comes Ferguson now. He allowed a double in the first, a single in the second, left them both on, and it'll be Veale leading it off. It's 1-0 Cubs, top of the third. All right, Ferguson. Lou doubled in the first. Oh, I'm sorry, Veale at the plate. And the pitch to Veale. That's 4-4. That's going to be switch hitter batting left. Fly ball center X by Veale. That's Young getting under at 3-9. That's an F1. Looks pretty routine to me. E9 to Young. E9, that's 9-11. Whoa, it's an E2. F1 E2. Oh, Young. That is a 2-base error by Don Young. Oh my. Whew. A 2-base error by Don Young, who interestingly was brought in by DeRocha. Thank you very much, Baseball Demos. Thank you. That was something. That was a 9-11. So Veale is on second here to lead it off. Just Lou led off with a double, got on second. Here's Mateo Alou now. Jenkins, this goddamn fly. The pitch to Alou. That's 4-5 left-handed, struck him out, and I think he's rare. Yeah, 35. And that's the third strikeout by Jenkins. So Beckert struck out, Alou struck out. Folks who rarely strike out, here's Ali now. 1 out, Veale on second. And now you're leaving, Mark Levine. So you come in, you turn the place upside down, and then you split. I'm just joking with you. You take care now. You're welcome anytime. Here's Jenkins facing Ali. You know I'm joking. It's my humor. Pitch to Ali. That's 3-7. Oh, a base hit up the middle by Ali. This might score Veale. Veale rounding third. Oh, Young again, 0 arm. Veale, 1-10. And it's a close call, but with 1 out, they're going to hold him. It was a close call. Ooh, first and third 1 out for Clemente. That's why, and Oliver. So they're taking a chance here. They held Veale, who was a 1-10 coming home, with just 1 out. It's Cubs 1, Pirates nothing, top of the third. Jenkins facing Clemente now. And the pitch from Ferguson. That's 2-8. Oh, and he walked him. Bases are full for Al Oliver. A fly ball, too, can bring him home. It's bases loaded, 1 out. He walks Clemente. Now Jenkins in some trouble here. Oliver at the plate now. Sanguillen on deck. Okay, Jenkins. Full windup. Bases loaded, 1 out. Pitch to Oliver. 6-12. Grounds to first X. This could end the inning. Ernie is a 2-4. Lord. That's 12-2. It's G1. E4. Can he do it? That's 7-8. On an E4, it's a clean G1 with a runner with the bases loaded. And it is a double play. It's Ernie stepping on the bag and throwing to Beckert. What a beautiful heads-up play. And the side is retired, so something is going the Cubs' way today. No runs. Again, Ferguson loaded the bases. Started with the two base error by Young in center. And Ernst, then he allowed a base hit to Ali. Clemente walked. It was bases loaded, 1 out. And Fergie gets Oliver to ground out into that double play, and that was big. Now here's Veale. Tied the Cubs in order in the second, top of the order. And here's Kessinger. Oh. Let me just try to stay with that. Okay, Kessinger switch hitter facing Veale. Here's the wind-up and the pitch. That's 3-4, and he flies it to right field. For Clemente, 1 down. Veale has that very unique, I think he has a unique pitching motion. Now, I don't want to be thinking about, I know Tiant has a very unique, a lot of people have unique pitching rotations. As we're lucky enough to see Bob Veale here today. It's going to be Beckert batting next for the Cubs. Kelly Hibbs has arrived, and we'd like to give you a nice welcome there, Kelly. Here's Bob Veale, the windup and the pitch to Beckert. That's 5-3 right-handed, fly ball right X. For Clemente, a 1-6. E6. That's 6-10-11 E6. And he makes the catch, 2 away. So 2 fly balls to Clemente. And here's Billy Williams. With a Cubs win here, the Cards, if they win, could come within 3 1/2 games of the first place Pirates. Cubs are 11 out. Here's Veale now. And the pitch to Williams. That's 4-8 left-handed. It's a drive hit out to right. It's going to drop. Clemente throws it in, and Williams has a double. A single in the first, he scored. Now he doubles in the third with 2 outs. And here comes the captain. Santo, right-handed hitter. Okay, Veale now. 2 outs, Williams on second. The pitch to Santo. That's 4-4 right-handed, fly ball center X. For Lou, 2-8. F2, E8. That's 11-14 E8. And he makes the catch on the side, is retired. Veale allows the double to Williams with 2 outs, left on base. We've gone 3. It's a 1-0 ball game. And I would say that the Cubs had damn well better. They had darn well better. Have Ferguson keep them ahead. Right now, the only option here for the Cubs is a shutout by Jenkins. Yeah, we have some dud games, but these two divisions in the National League are close. Okay. Pittsburgh with a 4.5 game lead over St. Louis in the East. And Atlanta with a 4.5 game lead over the Giants in the West. And we're back here at Wrigley, top of the 4th. Ferguson got into a little trouble last inning, but boy, he got out of it on a nice double play by Ernie. Here comes Sanguillen to lead it off for the Pirates. Ferguson on the mound. The windup and the pitch from Ferguson. That is 2-9 right-handed. It's hit into the gap for Sanguillen, and that's going to be a leadoff double. Really knocked that one. Sanguillen with a big double there. This is going to be some catcher someday. What a future. 2-9 right-handed. So Alou, just like Alou led off with a double in the first, Sanguillen, a two-bagger here. And Hebner's going to try to dig up something here. Left-handed hitter. Jenkins from the stretch. Pitch to Hebner. That's 5-7 left-handed. Chops it to second X. Beckert. 230. E30. That's 10-11. And he throws him out. Holding Sanguillen. Actually, that is the right call. I'm sorry, it's not necessarily a hold here. And I want to now play out this system that I'm thinking of incorporating. It was a G1 clean with a runner on second. That says right. Okay. And over here under right, it says ball hit to, this is actually not one of those. Ball hits a second baseman. The batter is out and runner advances. So I had misread that. So Sanguillen goes to third. Now Taylor has a chance with a fly ball. Karl Taylor started this ball game. Look at that card. 221 at bats. That's a fair number. Okay, Jenkins on the mound from the stretch with Sanguillen on third, one down. Taylor at the plate. Here's Jenkins now. That's 6-6 right-handed, and he struck him out. Oh, swinging. And that was a big one. Jenkins has given his team a scare for the second inning in a row, and this team, this team just can't catch a break. Now they're only 3 games over 500. The Cubs. They can't catch a fucking break these days. They've lost 4 in a row. Pirates have won 5 in a row. 2 outs now. Sanguillen on third. It's up to Patek, and the pitch from Jenkins. That's 3-6 right-handed. Grounds it to second for Beckert. Over to Banks. And the side is retired. So it's no runs. The double went to third with 1 out and is left on base. And Jenkins gets out of it again. Leo DeRocha having a tough time of it. Sitting in the mound there. Hard to believe he played on the 34 Cardinals. And even went on to play, to manage for Houston after the Cubs. And I don't remember, I don't remember what year that was. They did collapse. If you're talking about the Cubs, I mean, it's different here. They're 11 out, but I can show 1969 standings NL East on. It's worth looking at because it can be very interesting. On September 6, 1969. If we have that. Here it is. Cubs had a 3.5 game lead over the Mets. I know it might be hard for people to see that, but there. A 3.5 game lead. Pirates were good, but they're better now. And Cards were good. Phillies were doing better than Montreal, not in our replay. So, okay, we're heading to the bottom of the 4th. Here's Veale now. This is how I lost the other guy that time. Here's Veale. Facing the Cubs. Banks will lead it off. Veale into his windup. Here's the pitch to Banks. That's 6-4 right-handed. Grounds it to third X. For Hebner, 326. Digging it. G1. Oh, he's digging it. Let's see if he can hold it. Hebner, E26. That's 6-10-11. Oh, he boots it. Oh, it's a G1E1. Oh, Hebner, the gravedigger, has booted that. And Sanguian comes home. Oh, wait a minute. Wait 1 fucking minute. That's a leadoff batter. I'm sorry. It is a one-base error for Hebner. There we go. Sometimes you forget. Now, that's the first error for the Pirates. And Banks is on. Here comes Hickman. 1-0 Cubs, both pitchers holding their own. Oh my goodness. Okay, Veale on the mound. The error by Hebner and Hickman at the plate. Nobody out. Here's Veale from the stretch. And Ron McGrath has arrived. Great frickin' game, Ron. 210 left-handed. Oh, it's hit deep by Hickman. Deep to left. And it's gone. A 2-run home run. A 2-run home run by Jim Hickman, my guy. We'll look at it again. The run by Banks unearned, doesn't matter. Bob Veale has allowed a 2-run home run to Jim Hickman. Let's look at it again. Ron McGrath for the Bucks. It's now a 3-0 ball game. Let's look at that again. 210 left-handed. Look at that. That's as clean as anything. Okay. That is a 2-run home run. 2-run home run by Hickman. And we're just going to enter that one. My guy hits a 2-run. I was hoping he'd do something. I didn't verbalize it. Be nice for him to do something big like that. And for Hickman, that's number 23. He had 21 in real world, so he's been hitting them out. That puts him in the leaders with 23, tied with Santo, his teammate, and Banks, his teammate. Oh, my Lord. That is something. I think the Cubs were, overall, though, were a great team. They're pounding that Veale. Baseball Demos. Pounding it hard. Cubs from 69 to 73 had one of the best teams in the NL East, but never won it. So it is now a 3-0 ball game. Here's Hundley now. Nobody out, nobody on. Here's Veale. That's 2-8, left-handed, walked him. So Veale having trouble here in the fourth. It was already 1-0. Now the Cubs with a pleasant surprise. I understand you hate the Cubs, Ron. You should hate the Cubs if you're a Cardinals fan. Ironically, you would want the Cubs to win if you think you're going to beat past them. You're already the Cards are 4.5 out. Cubs are way more than that, and you'd want them to beat the Pirates for the benefit, because if the Cubs win, if the Pirates win, the Cards are 5 out. Yeah. Sometimes you have to like your enemy. So Hundley on first, still nobody out. Here's Don Young now. Don Young made that error, 2-base error, didn't it? Jenkins got out of it. And he has struck out. That's 5-2 right-handed. Grounds it to short. That's Kessinger to Beckert. Over to Ernie, 2 outs. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Patek to Ali to Oliver, but same difference. 2 outs, nobody on. And here comes Charles Caracciolo, who has arrived. Charles Caracciolo. It's 2 outs, nobody on. It was 1-0 Cubs. Charles, and then Hickman hit a 2-run home run after Banks reached on an error by Hebner. 3-0 now. Cubs lead by 4.5 in the East. Cards in second, 4.5 out. Cubs in third, 11 out. Here's Young, 2 outs, nobody on. Veale and the pitch. That's going to be 3-10 left-handed. Fly ball to right for Roberto. And the side is retired. But 2 more runs for the Cubs. That's what they need. You can't expect Ferguson to throw a shutout, although it would be nice. We've gone 4. It's a 3-1 ball game. And a pleasant game for the Cubs, who they've lost 4 in a row. And they sure do want to win here. We're going to head to the top of the 5th now. It's going to be Ferguson. And they're going to have Veale hit. Veale's going to hit. It was a different game, folks. Top of the 5th, Veale comes to the plate. Now, he reached on a 2-base error, left on third in the third. Charles Caracciolo has arrived. Veale leading it off. He's a 1 WS. Here's the pitch from Ferguson. That's 4-9. Switch hitter batting left. Lord, he has W power. And that is a double down the frickin' line for Veale. So Veale doubles. Who would have thought? To lead it off. That's the 3rd double Ferguson has allowed today. Here's Matty Alou. Ferguson takes a deep breath. Wipes some sweat from his brow. He steps on the rubber from the stretch now. He gets the sign from Hundley. With Veale on second, no outs. The pitch to Alou. That's 5-10, left-handed. Grounds to short. That'll be Kessinger. 221. Oh, that's a E14. That's 14-2. It's a G1. Doesn't matter. If it wasn't right, then we'd have to go random anyway. Let's just make sure on a replay here. We're going to do a replay. Folks, we have a replay right here, looking to see what the 20 die was on that roll. So let's go back. With Veale leading off. Here's the roll. Boy, that is so hard to see. It looks like a 17 to me. And therefore, without thinking, we're going to have to re-roll because we just can't make it out. Let me just see if we get a better view in a moment. Oh, wait, this was on Alou. I'm sorry. This was on Alou on the ground ball short. Here it is. This is what we're looking for. I am so sorry. Yeah, it's going to be a 14 is what I thought it was. I thought it was a 14. Here's, uh-oh, let's get that back. Here it is. Here's the roll. It's a very simple fix. It's a 6. You see, when I moved it, somehow I lost that. So it is a ground ball short X Kessinger, a 2, and that'll be a 6-2. It's a G2. We had a G1 before. The pound does not apply. And he's E22. We'll show you the whole thing. E22, 569. It's going to be a clean G2 with a runner on second. And now we go right here. Ball hit to Kessinger at short. Now decide. Here's where we get a chance to decide. You see that? Now here you have a lead runner can attempt to advance a base. Running speed -4 plus fielder's defensive rating. That's a lot, -4. So that's Veale's a 1 to 10. We're not gonna go for him. There'd be no roll. The decision is made on defense, on offense, not to go, and therefore, it only makes sense that logically, the Cubs. That was a ground ball to short. Would go to first. Not thinking he's going to go when he's so slow. But that is a tough, oh, I'm so sorry. Let's get back to live action. That is a tough, solitaire call to make. And that will make it 1 out. Veale's on second still. Okay, here's Ali now. Clemente on deck. Alley 1 for 2. Jenkins from the stretch. That's 2-3 right-handed. It's a base hit to left. Oh, Veale rounding third. 2-3. This is a second time I had to do this with Veale. Williams is a 0. He's a 1-10 with 1 out. Oh my Lord. It's such a tough call, but we're gonna let Clemente hit. Oh, we're gonna hold him. Oh, it's not an easy call sometimes, people. Lord. That is such a tough call to make. We held the Veale. We held the Veale. I'm glad Mr. Caracciolo has an agreement on that. Veale was held at third. It's Ali on first. And it's Roberto Clemente coming to the bat. And that's why we just put our faith in Clemente. It's a tough call. Okay, here's Clemente now. Flew to left and walked. 1 out, first and third. The pitch from Ferguson. That'll be 4-8 right-handed, and that is a base hit by Roberto. Veale comes home. Ali goes to third. Now it's 3-1. Don't forget the 2-run home run by Hickman in the fourth. But you really need that. You have Clemente with the single. Now Clemente on first, Ali on third, 1 down. Ferguson has allowed 3 hits this inning. Here's Al Oliver. Jenkins now. And the pitch. That's 6-12 left-handed, grounds to first X. For Banks, 2-4. 14-2 G1. E4. Could be another double, 6-12-16. That's 16 E4. First and third, 1 out. Clean G1, first and third, and it is another double play. Identical. Oliver, for the second time, grounds into a double to Ernie, and it looked identical. Yeah, he's just hurt. He's hurt. Wilbur.
What's up, guys? It's Quandale Dingle here. I have been arrested for multiple crimes, including battery on a police officer, grand theft, declaring war on Italy, and public indecency.
He didn't start this game, and we'll just confirm he didn't pinch hit either. That's correct. He misses a game here and there, you know. He'll be back in the next game, starting. So the side is retired. 1 run, though. That's pretty remarkable. Oliver grounding into the double play to Banks each 2 times there. But the first run for the Pirates off Ferguson, we're in the middle of the 5th, 3-1 ball game. And here comes Veale. To pitch the bottom of the fifth, he's allowed 3 runs, including the 2-run home run by Jim Hickman. Veale taking his warm-ups, and he's ready. Bottom of the fifth, top of the order. Cubs lead at 3-1. Here's Kessinger now. 0 for 2. Here's Veale. That was 5-7. Switch hitter batting right. Grounds it to second X alley. 221. That is a re-roll on the 20 die. That's 18-2. G1, alley E21. That's 6-11-15 E21. And he throws him out. So Kessinger retired. Now Glenn Beckert. Beckert 0 for 2. Bottom of the fifth. Veale winds, and here's the pitch to Beckert. That's 3-8 left-handed, tap back to Veale. And Veale has it, throws it over to Oliver, 2 outs. Now Billy Williams 2 for 2. A single and scored and doubled left on. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the fifth, Cubs leading 3-1. Here's Veale. That's 110, and it's hit. Oh, a base hit. Oh, Lord. Oh, would have been a, maybe a goner, yeah, against a right-hander. But Williams, also a left-hander, a 110. Base hit to left, thrown in by Taylor. So Williams on first, 2 outs. Here's Santo now. Veale winds and deals. That's 2-4, left-handed, walked him. Banks comes up, first and second, 2 down. Banks 1 for 2, singled. The first run home, reached on the error by Hebner and came home on Hickman's home run. It's 3-1 Cubs over the Pirates. 2 outs, first and second. The pitch to Banks. 6-4, right-handed, grounds to third X. Hebner, 326. Oh, I missed the die. Have to do it again. 7. I'm not going to pick that up again. I'm not going to do that on a replay. 7. 7-3 G3. That's 5-8-10. 26. Oh, and he boots it. Would have had nothing to do with the roll anyway. So he boots it, and that'll be bases loaded, and that's the second time Banks gets on an error by Hebner. How freaky is that? Wouldn't have made any difference. Could have been worse. Now it's bases loaded, 2 outs. All right, we'll go back. We'll look at the replay. Just to satisfy ourselves. see what it would have been. This happens in Strat-O-Matic. We're doing an instant replay here. And we want to just take a look here to see with Hickman at the plate. No, it's Banks we want to look at. Here's Banks. Two outs, first and second. Let's check out the 20 roll. Boy, that's tough to see. It's either a 6 or a 9. That's either a 6 or a 9. I just can't possibly see it. And that would mean that was hit to third. So Hebner at 26. That was a 6 or a 9. 6 and a 9, both G3s. This was a G3. It did not matter. So we're just trying to do the best we can with integrity. We're not saying that we with integrity. We're not saying that we with integrity that we are perfect. So it is bases loaded, 2 outs. Veale in trouble here. His first endurance inning is next inning, and here's Hickman now. Banks on first, Santo on second, Williams on third, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th, Cubs lead 3-1. Hickman, clutch situation. Could break it wide open here. Here's the pitch from Veale. That's 1-8, left-handed, struck him out. Oh, a big strikeout for Bob Veale, his third of the game. It was 1-8. And the side is retired. It's retired, but no runs for the Cubs. We've gone 5, and this is a 3-1 ball game. Oh, shit. We'll be back in just a couple minutes here. Our game is at Wrigley Field. Please take note that this is part of our 1969 Strat-O-Matic baseball replay card and dice. And it's September 6, 1969. Yes, we're that far on. Second of a 3-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. Pirates 4.5 game lead in the East. Cardinals are in second, 4.5 out. Cubs are in third, 11 out. Pirates took the first game. Today we have Veale and Jenkins. I think the Cubs have found Veale quite tasty today. It's a 3-1 game, including a 2-run home run by Jim Hickman. And we come back again, 3-1 Cubs. When we come back, Jenkins has allowed 1 run. He's had his share of base runners. Allowed 7 hits, walked 1. And 1 reached on an error. But he's allowed only 1 run. That was last inning when Veale doubled. Veale singled. And with first and third, Clemente drove Veale home for the first run. So I think it's fair to say that we have Veale on the menu tonight. It's a sick, sick world when you think about it, isn't it? That we humans breed animals for various reasons. One is to eat them. Now, let me pose a thought experiment with you. What would be more humane? What would be more ethical? To never breed them at all, and they would never be born, or to breed them and eat them. At least they'll have gotten to live for a bit. Now, if someone wants to answer that, I have an even better thought experiment question later, right after. It's spicy, but I think it might be worth your while. Again, what's better? You have a choice. Because darn it, they never would have been born if we didn't eat them. Is it better that they never be born? Waiting for any kind of response. Any kind of response would be appreciated. Including if you refuse to answer such either-or questions. Oh, I can't believe that I was born. Now, I have a second thought experiment for you. And I'll only share it because it's very edgy. I'll only share it if anyone makes an explicit request. I see that, sure. I see it, Ron, sure. It is a great freaking game, Ron. 3-1. It won't post it. Try to use different words, sir. Try to use different words. Are you trying to answer my question as to whether you'd like to hear the second thought experiment? As some of you may know, it's a 3-1 ball game. Here's Ferguson now. His first endurance is in the 8th, Veale in the 7th. And Emmanuel Sanguillen will lead it off. He doubled to lead off the 4th. Okay, here's Ferguson now. That's 4-4 right-handed. Fly to center X. That'll be Young. 3-9. F2. E9. Five, 10, 16, E9. And he makes the catch. Oh, you think it's natural to consume animals? Well, in a way, I think I understand what you're saying, meaning it's done, and other animals, we're animals, and other animals eat animals, so it's common. But the point I'm making is that we have an intellect that makes us capable of not doing so on ethical grounds, and I do it. Okay, that's all I'm saying. You know, these animals have feelings. They have emotions. We don't know really the nature of them, but these animals, they don't have self-awareness like us, reflexivity or complexity in thought process, but they Okay, here's Hebner now. It's 1 out, nobody on. Jenkins. That's 4-7, left-handed. He struck him out. That's the 5th for Ferguson, 2 away. And here's Karl Taylor. Two 8 struck him out, and that is the 6th for Ferguson and a 1-2-3. They're missing Willie Stargell today. I guess you'd always miss him if he was out of the lineup. Here's Veale now. Bottom of the 6th, Hundley to lead it off. Here's Veale. Pitch to Hundley. Oh, 2-9. Left-handed, flies to center for Mateo, 1 out. Now Don Young. Ferguson comes out on deck. Ferguson is a tall man. Here's Veale. That's 2-6 left-handed, struck him out. 2 away. And here's Ferguson now. Veale winds and the pitch to Jenkins. 3-9, grounds it to first for Oliver. Takes it to the bag, 1-2-3 for both pitchers there. In the 6th, it's still 3-1. Veale's first endurance is next inning. Ferguson the 8th. Patek will lead it off. Here's Jenkins. And the pitch to Patek. That's going to be 1-8 right-handed. Fly ball center. Young under it, 1 away. And look at that. They're going to have Veale hit. Yep. They're going to have Veale hit. It's not my call. Veale coming up with 1 out in the top of the 7th. Losing 3-1. Here's Jenkins. That's 4-8. Switch hitter batting left. Oh my, he did it again. A base hit by Veale. So how do you like that? Switch hitting pitcher Bob Veale hitting left-handed 4-8, singled up the middle. And here's Mateo Alou. Anybody out there? Anybody at all? Veale on first now. We've been through this before. 1 out. Alou at the plate. Here's the pitch from Ferguson. That's 4-5 left-handed. Struck him out. Thank you, Charles. His 7th. Just making sure it's working. 2 down now. Ferguson. Having trouble by Bob Veale, but other than that, really on today. It's 2 outs. Veale on first. Alley, 2 for 3. And that's 6'10 right-handed, and that's a fly to left. And Williams is under it. On a 6'10 right-handed, and the side is retired. We're at seventh inning stretch now. We are in the seventh inning stretch. Thank you, Ron. And we're heading to the bottom of the seventh. It's Veale gone all the way. This will be his first endurance inning. Pirates trail 3-1. Roberto leads off next inning, but they're missing Willie. Oh, was there a ballpark on that 6'10"? We'll check it. Oh, we will check that. Charles Caracciolo has a call on the 6'10" fly ball hit by Veale. A right-handed hitter. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Charles Caracciolo has pointed out that it is a ballpark effect. Congratulations to Charles Caracciolo. This game's in Chicago. Veale is a right-handed hitter. 1-11. It is a base hit with one asterisk. With the 4 die, it's a base hit. So we really commend Charles Caracciolo. We always say that we don't commit no errors. We try to commit low errors. And that's just my negligence because I'm just not allowing myself somehow to see that. And it's a base hit, one asterisk. So Veale will go to second. And it's going to be Clemente now in a clutch situation. Thank you very much, Charles. Exactly. And what's very important is that people leave their egos at the door and welcome such calls. Welcome such questions. Because that's what you want. You want it to be accurate. And now it's a whole new situation because here's a Roberto, 1 for 2 with a walk. Future Hall of Famer, first on second, 2 outs. It's like going back in time to a history that should have been, and we're lucky enough to get that. Here's Jenkins now facing Clemente. Six right-handed, struck him out. Oh, And the side is retired. He did strike out 73 times. It happens. It was a 6-6 right-handed. He gets his 6th, 7th, and 8th strikeouts. Isn't that something? And we will move on, no runs. But we did catch the base hit. Thanks to Charles Caracciolo. Here's Veale now in his first endurance inning. Veale at the plate, top of the order. Kessinger 0 for 3. Beckert 0 for 3. Williams 3 for 3. Here's the pitch, 3-8. Left-handed, struck him out. Both pitchers throwing strikeouts today. And here's Beckert. Veale. And the pitch. That's 6-9 right-handed. Base hit left for Beckert, who gets his first hit of the ball game. And here's Williams, 3 for 3. Beckert on first, 1 down. Here's Williams now. Veale. He struck him out. That's the 6th for Veale. I think overall he's pitched well today. And here's Santo now with Beckert on first, 2 down. Veale. That's 5-10. Right-handed, grounds to short X. Patek 336. G1. E36, 9, 10, 11. And he throws him out. Nice play by Patek, and the side is retired. My Lord. We've gone 7. It's 3-1. Oh. Oh, Lord. Folks, I'm feeling a little dizzy right now. I'm going to need to take a break for a few minutes. I'm going to see how I am in 5 to 10 minutes. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you very much. Oh. I need to get water. And a couple other things. Let me just. Now, let me just lie down a minute. I barely have the strength to even go out. Oh shit, is it Tuesday? I think it would be best for me to suspend this game right now. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, everybody. No, my son doesn't need to come by. I'm fine, Kathy Harden. I'm fine. I'm just dizzy and I don't need to bother anybody. So thank you, everybody. We're going to suspend this one at 3-1 Cubs through 7. And I'll catch you all next time. Thank you, Kathy Harden.